Good morning, I'm Carl with the Hondo Public Library. In my research for Monday Memories, sometimes I find things which I think are really interesting, but not substantial enough to make a full-length video on. So to fix that, today I've decided to take 5 of these small topics and compile them into one large video. Let's begin. Number 1. Bexar County used to be massive. When the Republic of Texas gained its independence on March 2, 1836, the 23 municipalities of Texas became the original Texas counties. These municipalities were centered on the settlements in South and East Texas because a lot of the West was claimed but not settled by Europeans, most of it being in Comanche hands. On December 18, 1836, all non-county land in Texas was thrown into Bexar County, making Bexar County stretch all the way to current-day Wyoming. Texas basically was Bexar County during this time. When Bandera and Curra counties were created in 1856, Bexar County was cut off from these vast western lands and shrank to its modern size. The detached frontier land was reorganized as the Bexar Land District, and over the next few years as settlement expanded, counties would be carved from this district. Number 2. The Texan Sea. Now onto some prehistory, or big history. During the Middle Cretaceous period, around 100 million years ago, North America was split in two by a shallow sea, which stretched from the Gulf of Mexico all the way to the Arctic Ocean. During this time, all of Texas was completely submerged. This seaway was teeming with ancient marine life like mosasaurs, plesiosaurs, and ammonites. As these organisms, such as plankton and shellfish, died, their calcium-rich shells and skeletons compressed and solidified, forming the thick layers of limestone that are now a prominent feature of the Texas landscape. Polar glaciation and the uplifting of the Rocky Mountains drained this sea, but today you can see limestone formations in places like the Texas Hill Country and find fossils of sea critters hundreds of miles from the ocean. Number 3. Texas means friend, or does it? The name Texas comes from the Caddo word Texas, meaning friend or friendship. However, Jorge Luis Garcia Ruiz, a Spanish-born historian who now lives in San Antonio, puts forth a different theory. Tejo is the Spanish word for the yew tree. The word is masculine and ends in O and takes the article el. However, a feminine form teja is attested in a Spanish dictionary from 1495, and the plural of that is Tejas, the Spanish word for Texas. Garcia Ruiz proposes that the word was used not to refer to the European yew tree, but the similar bald cypress tree. The scientific name for the bald cypress, Taxodium, even translates as similar to the yew tree. So it's possible that the name Tejas didn't refer to the Caddo word for friendship and the Spanish alliance, but rather just the native plant life. This is just a theory for now, but it is interesting to see something I've heard as a fact since elementary school challenge. Number 4. Napoleon Bonaparte's would-be trip to Texas. This one I never did a video on because it's more of a what-if scenario than a true Texas history. After Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled to St. Helena in the Atlantic, there were plans by some of his men to free him. The proposed plan would have seen Napoleon whisked away from St. Helena to Galveston Island, which was under the control of the pirate John Lafitte at the time. But of course, St. Helena was way more remote than Elba, and the Bonapartists were too few. It just never came to be. Some of Napoleon's men did flee to Texas, though, where they established a settlement called Champs-de-Sille on the Trinity River in January of 1818, but by July that same year it was already abandoned. Number 5. The Republic of the Rio Grande. When we think of the flags that have flown over Texas, we usually think of 6: Spain, France, Mexico, the Republic, the United States, and the Confederacy. But for those in Laredo and the Rio Grande Valley, there was a 7th flag, the flag of the short-lived Republic of the Rio Grande. In 1840, the Republic of the Rio Grande was declared in Laredo by Federalists rebelling against the centralist Mexican government. The Republic claimed parts of northern Mexico and southern Texas, with its flag featuring 3 horizontal stripes, red, white, and black, and 3 stars representing the states of Coahuila, Nuevo León, and Tamaulipas. However, the Republic was short-lived, only lasting 9 months before being defeated by centralist forces in October of 1840. And that completes this segment of Monday Memories. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed these facts, and I'm glad they finally made it into a video in some form. And I'll see you all next month for our next chapter.